Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another episode of Newsbytes. In the news today, Halo 3 is set to launch on PC next week. AMD has finally released their 3000 XT chips. And in somewhat more sad news, MSI CEO Sheng-Chang Chiang has sadly passed away. All this and more after the intro. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description down below. Starting off with the first topic for today then, Halo 3, yes, the Halo 3 that launched back in, 2007 now? That's nearly 13 years ago. Well, it is 13 years ago. Well, it's finally set to release on PC after all these years, so gamers do rejoice. On the 14th of July, it's set to release alongside, of course, the Master Chief Collection available on Steam and the Microsoft Store. All this follows a recent announcement by, of course, 343 with their Finish the Fight advert, which I will go and leave a link for in the description below. Halo 3, of course, is the third game in the Halo series, following the adventures of Master Chief as he attempts to finish the fight, fighting the Covenant on Earth, battling the Flood to go ahead and prevent a Flood takeover of the planet, and then following the Covenant for a portal to the Ark to hopefully stop Truth and the Covenant from firing the rings once and for all. It really was finishing the fight, and if anything, it's a very critically acclaimed game, so I'm sure all of us are very, very much so looking forward to it finally arriving. In other news, AMD has finally released the AMD 3000 XT chips. Yes, because apparently they couldn't just leave XT to their GPUs, no, they want to bring it over to the CPUs as well. These new XT monikers include the 3900 XT, the 3800 XT, and the 3600 XT. All of which will be launching alongside their 3900, 3800 and 3600X counterparts, with the only difference between them is, of course, more clock speed. The interesting thing to note is that the normal X variants are not going away, they are still staying on the shelves alongside, of course, the XT chips. Most retailers and AMD have said that they should be at the same MSRP, whether that happens or not, that is actually up to the retailers, so I guess we will see. More than likely it won't, but if nothing else, more CPUs to choose from, and it's actually quite good. For example, pretty much all the chips see a pretty significant boost in clock frequency. The 3900 XT sees a max boost of 4.7 over the 4.6 of the 3900X. The 3800 XT sees a 4.7 over 4.5, and the 3600 XT sees 4.5 over 4.4. All in all, some real speed improvements that, so far from most review outlets, have actually seen noticeable increases in speed and performance. However, the interesting thing on these are, despite these being brand new chips, they are apparently out of the box compatible with all AMD X500 series motherboards, which means that even if you have got the original launch BIOS, it should, in theory, be compatible. However, do be a bit careful, as I have heard from some review and news outlets that apparently newer BIOSes can actually make them less optimized than older ones, meaning that a 3900X could actually overtake a 3900 XT in a given workload, thanks to these slight issues with BIOS optimization. And our final bit of news for today, MSI President and CEO Sheng-Chang Chiang has died after tragically falling from a building yesterday. MSI President and CEO Sheng-Chang Chiang, also known as Charles Chiang, has unfortunately died. He was 56 at the time of his death, and from most Taiwanese reports say that he died after falling from the 7th story of a building. This caused head injury, and although the circumstances behind this fall are so far unknown, it is an absolute tragedy. Our thoughts and feelings go out to, of course, his family, the people at MSI, and of course all of his colleagues. Charles Chiang only recently overtook MSI as well. He only received the CEO position of January last year after being the head of desktop computing business at MSI. This man, of course, is part of the main reasons why MSI really did double down when it came down to the gaming, graphics, motherboards, as well as desktop environments in general. Of course, his successful charge has really led MSI to be in quite a strong position today, and I'm sure that MSI are definitely feeling his loss today. So again, our thoughts and feelings go out to you. What this means for MSI, nobody can say quite yet, but respects and condolences to a Honestly, great man. So after all that, that's all we really have time for today. Like the video, you like it, dislike it. If you dislike it, any thoughts or questions, leave a comment down below. You can check out my Patreon, Facebook, and Twitch pages, all of which you'll find in the description down below. Don't forget my Discord as well, because that's still a pretty brand new thing, and you guys should totally check it out. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell for more content from me, and as always, this is the 117th Con, signing off. Stay safe out there, folks, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, ta-ra.